Hello, my name is Hai Bingguan. This is my research report on PSAR as well advisor in MetaTrader 4. The project owner and the mentor of this project is Dr. Masood Sajadi. So PSAR, what exactly are they? Well, PSAR is an indicator that was first introduced by Wells Wilder in his 1970 book, New Concepts in Technical Trading Systems, and has been widely used by traders ever since. It was created to identify when a trend stops and reverses, which is what SAR stands for. The PSAR is mainly used as a trend following indicator and has three primary functions to indicate whether the current price trend is likely to continue or to reverse, or providing potential entry or exit signals. To interpret this indicator, firstly, we just need to look where it is the relationship to the price. We can go to the MT4 platform and go to Insert Indicators, go to Trend and find the Parabolic SAR. As you can see, the SAR indicator will appear on the price chart as a series of the dots. So what these dots represent? So on this chart, the parabolic SAR, like here, the dots are plotted below the price bar. It's an indication of uptrending market. When the indicator dots are above the price bar, it is most likely that the market is experiencing a downtrend. This combined behavior means that the parabolic SAR will stop and reverse when there's a change in trend. When the dots flip, it indicates that a potential change in price direction is underway. For example, when the dots move from the above the price to below it, that is typically considered a buy signal, while the opposite movement from the below to above the price bar we consider a sell signal. When the reverse occurs, the maximum or minimum price of the previous serves as a starting point for the preceding trades. The price of parabolic SAR is calculated as follows. It's calculated almost independently for each trend, such as for the uptrend, the current PSAR value will be equal to previous PSAR value plus the acceleration factor times the extreme point minus previous PSAR values. While for downtrend, the current PSAR values is calculated by previous PSAR minus acceleration factor times the previous PSAR minus extreme point. In this case, the extreme point is the highest high of uptrend, and this extreme point in downtrend case is the lowest low. So the difference between the previous extreme point and the previous SAR, that values, is multiplied by the acceleration factor to determine the change in PSAR with each round of calculation. Thus, a larger deviation in the extreme point from the PSAR will result in a larger movement of the current PSAR towards the current security price. And the acceleration factor is most important parameters for the PSAR script. So it was depended by the step and the maximum steps values. This set is initially to a value of 0.02, but can be chosen by the trader. This factor is increased by 0.2 each time a new extreme point is recorded, which means every time a new extreme point is observed, it will make the acceleration factor go up. The rate will then quicken to a point where the SAR converges towards the price. To prevent it from getting too large, maximum value for the acceleration factor is normally set to 0.2 or 0.3. It depends. The trader can set these numbers depending on their trading style and the instruments being traded. So generally, we prefer to set the acceleration factor to 0.01, so that is not too sensitive to local decreases. There is pros and cons for PSAR trader. The main advantage is indicator can highlight the strong trend during a strong trend, keeping the trader in the trending move. So the indicator also gives an exit when there is a move against a trend, which could signal a reversal. Sometimes this trend ends up being a good exit as the price does reverse. Other times it isn't a good exit because the price immediately begins to move in the trending direction again. So the major drawback of this indicator is that it will provide little analytical insight or good trade signals during sideways market conditions. So because there is no trend present, the indicator will consistently flop above and below the price. This type of price action can last all day. So if a day trader relies solely on the parabolic SAR for trade signals, in this case, it could be a big losing day. So that is why it is recommended traders learn to identify the trend through reading price actions or with the help of another indicators such as candlesticks or moving averages. So they can avoid a chase when a trend isn't present and take chase when a trend is present. So let's go through the optimization for PSAR trader. Optimization is supposed to use many repeated passes of mechanical trading system with different input parameters. And in our case, before we optimize the parameters, we use the default values for each parameters. The total net profit is $159.60. After I selected some of the important input values for optimization, such as we select the loss, take profit, stop loss, and step maximum, and close on opposite, start hour, and end hours. The report after optimization gets much larger. The net profit we got $1,044.80. And yeah, that's it. So that is all. If you have any problem regarding to this parabolic stop and the reverse indicators, you can contact us with those informations. Thank you.